say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. If I could, I would get myself out this mess. If I could, I would.
Okay, so I'll use my revive room as an example. I'll explain the strategy behind me making the room the way I did, why I placed Shinobi in certain positions, etc. The ideas behind it, and then I'll show you guys some replays which proves what I am talking about and shows how my ideas come to life in real battles, which increases my chances of winning. And these are the types of steps that you should take in order to increase your chances of winning in defense overall, and what separates you, from just doing things randomly and hoping for good results versus you putting in the time and effort to actually think about it, putting yourself in the mind of attackers, and then making and designing rooms, bases, traps, ideas, and strategies to catch your enemies off guard and potentially win. So there are three main factors to take into account here. Number one, I have the E.N.D increase installation on the back end side, which increases your enemies cooldown times, making it very hard for them to use jutsu / the EX ultimate, etc. Number two, I have a double paired room, so I have two Shinobi in one room, that being Sasuke Final Valley and Naruto the Lost. And then number three, I have my revive pad at the beginning of the room. Now, why am I using my revive pad at the beginning or at the start of the room? Because when you do that, it makes it an easier kill, right? Because the enemy just has to enter with the EX ultimate. If and when they have revive kill, boom, my revive pad is gone, right? But that's exactly what I want you to do, and that goes with my strategy. So let's say, for example, your enemy supportive units don't fly into this room. It's only the main that will be entering from the start of the room. Okay, cool. Now, if you put yourself in the mind of an attacker, right? When you see a revive pad, your immediate thought, and when you are in the heat of battle, you may not be thinking all the way. So what most people would do when entering the start of this room, they would enter with the EX ultimate, like with Naruto the Lost. They would jump in with the EX ultimate, or with Madara, they would enter with or precast his EX ultimate and kill my revive pad unit. But that's exactly what I want you to do, because I know that trying to counter a EX ultimate is nearly impossible, right? So by me wasting your first EX ultimate with my revive pad is, number one, a step in the right direction. Now, if you have not been paying attention to your effects, and when you have been using your EX ultimate previously or in other rooms, the new effects that you would technically get from a new EX ultimate would not count, because the previous EX ultimate effects are still in play and effects don't stack, right? Which means, and for example, if I use Naruto the Lost, that cooldown buff that he gets from his EX ultimate and a full gauge will not count, and that previous buff will then run out, which now brings my E.N.D increase installation into play, and now he can't spam a jutsu because I forced you into a certain situation. So now what you have to do is go and destroy the installation. And guess what? On the back end, I have Sasuke Final Valley, who is a hard hitter, who can strip evasion on his lower break, has a great combo. I have Itachi V1 as a follow-up, which pulls you into him, which means it makes it harder for you to run away. So now you have to go through him to then destroy the installation. So can you see how I'm tricking you? I'm forcing you into a certain situation that makes it harder for you, right? So that's the strategy behind having my revive pad at the beginning, is to, number one, waste your first EX ultimate, put you in a tougher situation depending on what you do in the previous rooms. If you are rushing versus not, or not paying attention, you now have to then focus on killing Sasuke Final Valley while being careful and wary about the E.N.D increase effect, and when will it take effect based on what effects and buffs you have on, etc. And because I'm using Sasuke Final Valley as the last line of defense, that adds a certain amount of pressure on the enemy, because they know if they mess up, if Sasuke Final Valley gets in a hit and a combo, it's going to be trouble for them, which again increases the pressure on the enemy. And the fact that he can strip evasion and invincibility very fast and on his first jutsu, which is his lower break, that makes him fit the role very well. And for example, if your enemy supportive units fly into this room without the main, they are most likely going to die. And with my base, the separation between the main and supportive units is very likely to happen, which then also increases the chances of your shinobi who's battling your enemy support units, that increases their chances of using an EX ultimate, so that when the main does enter this room, my shinobi are now up and ready, which again makes it harder for the main when entering this room. So I'll show you guys like 1 and 2 replays so you guys can see exactly what I'm saying and how my strategies actually come to life in real battle.